The economic recovery continues in the month of August, but the pace of recovery certainly is slightly slower versus the previous month. If you look at the GST collections for the month of August, it continues over the 1 lakh crore mark for a second month in a row. It's up 30% YOY, but August GST collections are slightly down, nearly around 3 to 4% versus the previous month. E-way bill generation stands at 20.7 lakh on an average for the first 22 days. It is 4.4% higher than the average of first 25 days of July. August Manufacturing PMI, of course, has remained high at 52.3 level in August, but is down versus the July month. Growth has been curbed on account of pandemic as well as elevated price pressures. July 2021 core sector output stood strong at 9.4%. We did see sharp rise in cement as well as steel. We're also seeing higher consumption growth, reflecting pickup in growth, and growth in fertilizers was slightly modest as it is coming on account of a higher base. But July core sector data was also supported on account of a negative base of last year. Q1 GDP also at 20.1% was in line. We did see a positive surprise coming in from Agri, and industry performed better. Manufacturing, construction, trade did well, but yes, government spending disappoint. In fact, even the fiscal deficit data did suggest that we are seeing healthy rise in receipts, but a discouraging decline in total spending. In fact, the August power consumption also stands fairly strong at 18.6% versus on a YOY basis, and both in the month of August as well as July, the power consumption has been higher versus the pre-COVID levels. Auto sales data, well, if you look at the PV sales, is slightly below estimates due to the shortage of the semiconductors. We're seeing slight amount of recovery in two-wheeler sales. Tractor sales are slightly below estimates, and pickup in CV is gradual. Unemployment rate, however, remains high at 8.3 in the month of August, and August property registrations in Mumbai have seen a fall of 32% from July, but do know that in July we did see the property registrations in Mumbai at a 10-year high. Of course, we need to be watching out for the sustainability of recent pickup in the pace of vaccination. The risk of COVID's third wave continues to be there, and of course we need to be watching out for how the overall high frequency indicators do shape up over the course of the next few months. But a lot of the economists have recently stated that if at all the pace of recovery right now does continue, it would be good. We need to be watchful of the government spending. Government spending definitely needs to pick up, and private capex also is likely to pick up only from FY23 according to most of the economists. Yes, watch out for that pace of vaccination. Can it sustain or not? And risk of third wave also needs to be watched out for, along with keep an eye on what US Fed does in its monetary policy. And yes, markets certainly have so far rejoiced with Nifty hitting or crossing the 17,000 levels.